Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran, and for the second straight day, we're slumming it on GameFound, as I'm excited to take a look at a game I know absolutely nothing about. Long Dark Sea, the adventure card game. Looks like they definitely are trying to give you the Dune vibe with the front cover, which is a good vibe to go for right now. It's real hot. But other than that, I see nothing on the main image that interests me or intrigues me at all. I do know that 10,000 people are interested in this game, which piques my curiosity. And I also see that only 675 converted, which is it's not the greatest conversion rate. You see that quite a lot on GameFound sometimes, which is really interesting. Maybe it's also on Kickstarter, I don't know, but it's fascinating seeing those numbers right there slap dab in front of your face. Ahoy there, Ricardo! So this is for 1 to 4 players. It's a cooperative adventure card game for 1 to 4 players. Focus on exploration and combat, where deck building and resource management are their main mechanics. Venture into the unknown with your pirate crew in search of the ancient relics in a sci-fi universe. I'm in. Deck building, resource management, 1 to 4 player cooperative. I'm in. Those all sound like things I enjoy. 60 minutes, I still think the main image is hot garbage. I mean, aside from just, hey, it looks kind of like Dune, everybody, get excited. But what am I looking at? Oh, it's a moon and another moon. And like, who cares? Who cares? So this is a gameplay reveal. Is there like an actual trailer? Story campaign reveal. So there's 2 videos. I think the story campaign reveal would be much more akin to the actual story. Campaign starts on the 1st of May. Follow now for a free gift. Man, I wish this could be the main image, but once again, GameFound says no to rectangles. We like squares. We want you to have less space to express your creativity and expose your project to the world. All right, what do we got? It's you. 1:20, not bad.
Since the beginning of time, the Luminara system has
Oh,
been
no.
ruled with an iron fist by the Council.
Ugh.
To assert its authority, the Council did not hesitate to use relics. Rare and incredible
Hey, see, goody.
objects that gave their bearers extraordinary power. Under the pretext of ensuring the stability of the system, the Council banned its use and created a fleet to hunt down anyone who might possess or know the whereabouts of a relic. Those who managed to escape the Council formed an independent republic known as Nova Nassau. To survive, they chose an alternative path, raiding commercial ships and chasing loot, thus earning the name of pirates. Now, your crew follows the trail of an ancient relic. It will be your only chance to stand up against the government, which force you to leave your home.
Cool. Stand up against the government, get powerful, overthrow, blah, blah, blah. Nothing new here. Very standard, straightforward story. Like, whatever. Like, what? I don't care. Let's check out the gameplay reveal. I don't know why we didn't seamlessly interweave the 2 of these together, but hopefully this one's actually interesting.
Long
Ooh,
Dark
okay.
Sea is a cooperative adventure card game for 1 to 4 players, focused on exploration and combat. Prepare yourself by choosing a main character and a support. Then, make your own basic deck.
Ooh, okay. So it's deck construction. I wonder if it's also deck building as well. So deck construction is where you make your deck at the beginning or before the game. Different than deck building. I personally like both of them an awful lot. But important to denote the difference there, if that is in fact the case.
There are multiple synergies allowed. Customize the raid stage using your own starship and sci-fi drone allies, and
The what? Excuse me, the rate stage? That doesn't make any sense to me, so hopefully I heard it incorrectly.
synergies allowed. Customize the raid stage using your own
Raid stage. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what that means. I assume that means the level you're going on? I don't know.
starship and sci-fi drone allies, and choosing the enemy crew you will face.
Okay, so you're going to set up your deck, you're going to set up your opponents, and then you're going to go. Okay. It leads to a lot of different scenarios, nearly infinite replayability if you have enough cards. Cool. Sounds like a cool system.
With Explore cards, you can reveal hidden locations, enemies, and temporary...
The exploration cost increases by 1 for each adjacent plague enemy. Vanish a plague enemy located in the necropolis. You cannot reveal hidden cards. Okay, it looks pretty straightforward stuff. Nothing here blowing my pants off.
No one knows what the dark back may bring. Use unique abilities on attack cards to damage enemies, and block cards to protect yourself. Some enemies can cause you weakness before they make their next movement. Throw the dice to investigate mythic locations. You will obtain clues to complete quests and advance through narrative.
Okay, here we go. Finally, a card that I feel like it might be interesting. Following the weakest of the three signals has taken you to the foot of a large pit built of titanite. Your attempts to see what is inside are in vain because a great blanket of darkness prevents you from doing so. And, of course, we don't have a flashlight. At its base, you see a very old inscription while you're trying to decipher it. Your device starts beeping loudly. It seems that the signal you were after is in motion inside the pit. Okay, so there's a mysterious pit. Reveal secret 1 and placed on top location has just been explored. Each player gains. Okay, cool. So there's the story popping through. That looks fun.
Events. Some places will bring you resources and loot, but some others will awaken unexpected threats. You can play...
Come on, stop zooming on these cards that actually have interesting stuff on them. The approaching storm defies all understanding. Its furious movement dyes the sky a terrifying bluish color. And as it passes, it seems to tear the clouds from the sky and drag them with it. Faced with the force of nature, there's nothing to do except for wait for it to pass by. Reveal Secret 5 and place it on top location that has just been explored. Okay, so random events, they're going to do stuff, they're going to interact with your environment. Cool. It's fun stuff.
You can play each raid
Nothing new.
separately,
Alright, Desert Signals, Main Quest Part 1. Cool.
or through a campaign mode
Nice.
where every action you take has consequences.
And once again, this is something that I think would totally be worth putting here somewhere, or maybe on the main image. Just the fact that there is a campaign in this. That moves the needle for a lot of people.
Flip the board to unlock the supply stage. Upgrade your deck and equipment. Trade in with unique non-playable
There we go.
characters. And remember, crew members, at the end, you will face a final nemesis.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot right there. So there's going to be 6 different bosses. At fewest, you're going to want to play 6 times through. That's a good shot.
In a mysterious stage that has not yet been revealed.
Okay. Well, none of the stages really excited me when you did reveal them, so it looks fine. It looks like a fine game. It looks like a fun game. Doesn't look like anything I want to pay more than $60 for. Like, honestly? I mean, maybe that's because I just don't know how many campaign missions there are, but this feels very much like a $60 game. And I'm sure it will not be a $60 game, because that's not how we shop on Kickstarter and GameFound anymore. But it looks fine. After the video, do I want it? Yeah, sure. It looks fun. Can you do it? Don't know. We'll get there. Delugio Games. Who are you? You are first timer. Okay. So, can you do it? Unknown. Unknown. We'll get there. Yeah, so just the landing page with the straight game. This will be dead in 2 years. They man, the landing pages for board games on Kickstarter and GameFound. I never understand that. I wonder how well those actually work, because they always just seem to die after about a year or two. So 120, no thanks. No thank you immediately. Like, just a hard no thanks for what you've shown me, especially considering this doesn't even look like it has an expansion in it. This picture looks like garbage. It looks like it's the same box. What's different? Man, they are really not crushing it with these square images here. Did you see the Fractured Sky reprint plus expansion for the Veiled Fate, guys? I have not had a chance to check it out. I was actually hoping to do some more 12:30 stuff. My wife she had to go to the ER yesterday. She's fine, but it's just shooken me a little bit. Shook me a little bit, so I was hoping to do one today and one yesterday. Long Dark Sea adventure card game, explore combat loot, join the raid campaign mode, true solo cooperative, late deck system. You better trademark that. Someone else will use that word. 1 to 4. I said that's me joking, obviously. And then you lying. One of the times you're lying. Like, that's annoying. What do I mean you're lying? Because you told me it was a 60-minute game. On the front image where I looked, because you made me look, because you didn't put anything useful here at all, it says it's 60 minutes. But now I get in here and it's 90 minutes. That's annoying. It's just you tell me one thing, I expect it to be that one thing. You should keep it with the one thing, or change both of them. Oh, 4 expansions and a playmat. Well, then maybe you should show me the 4 expansions here instead of nothing. White background, a box which probably has, you know, what the hell ever. Just the squares, the whole squares. God, the squares are so bad. So 70 euros, you didn't convert the currencies. It's lazy. It's annoying. You got to realize that most of the people who back this are probably going to be from the United States of America. On Kickstarter, we can check that by looking at the community tab. On GameFound, we cannot. However, if you watch this channel, you'll know, I'd say 94 times out of 100, United States of America dominates. They're number one. France probably squeezes up about another 3 to 4 of those. And then the other two they'll spread them out sometimes. 278 player cards. So we got 4 player cards, 96 base. So that's the total amount of cards. 278 cards. Cool. Cool. Oh, no, it's not. So it's 278 plus 8, so 286. Man, but what price are we? So now you're making me convert the currencies here. So let's see, I think that's 70 pounds. No, it looks like an E, so it's 70 euros. So I'm already above what I was hoping to pay. So 75, and we haven't even hit shipping yet. Icky. Yeah, that does not feel like a good price. Convince me here. 278, 286, 370. Okay, over 500. Close to around. Wow, 700 and something cards. Okay, I'm in. This is why we just hit people in the face with one big number. Jiminy Christmas, how many cards is that? 38, 40, 52, 92, 108, 138, 158, 168, 174. Yeah, we're in the range. We're all right. I see the price. I see all the variety. I see the variability here, and I'm in. I would have slapped my face in the video with how many cards there were and how we also have stretch goals probably, and we're unlocking more cards. But now the price seems fine. $70, I'm in. 120, I'm still not there yet, but we'll get there. Limited editions includes all the add-ons. So 24 card minis, 18 standard cards. So we got 42 card expansion, 94. Ugh, and you're breaking up into tuck boxes. Yicky. But it makes sense. So 4 small expansions here, really. So we're making a 50 euro price jump for 4 tuck boxes. Not there yet. A lore book. Do not care. Playmat, which I do appreciate the reversible playmat. That's really nice because you did showcase the board being double-sided well in the video. That stuck with me. That was one of the few things about the video where I was like, ooh, that actually looks cool. Everything else just looks so mechanical and just generic. Like, every time I read a card, I just kept hoping for it to be like, oh, that sounds intriguing and fun. It's like, oh, look, you had +1 to the blah, blah, blah. Just, yeah. Strips away the theme nearly instantly. Granted, it's all a part of the game, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you look at a thematic game, you see a card, you say, man, that card that sounds fun. It looks fun. I want to combo that card with this card with that card. Didn't get that vibe here, which is disappointing considering how many cards there are. So where was it? And then that's it. So it's a playmat, 4 tuck box expansions, and a book I don't want. Icky. Ooh. I think this will probably still pass Bauer's Law, which is that this will be the most popular pledge level, but I do not foresee this getting 9 or 10 times to 1. 8, 9, or 10 times to 1, which is typically what we see here. The standard pledge, if it has 10, yours should have 80, 90, or 100. And if it doesn't, you're probably doing something wrong. That's not my opinion. That's just based on me looking at over 1,000 Kickstarters and analyzing stupid crap like this. So we got 606 to 81. Okay, that's like 8 to 9, 10. That's about 8 to 1. Okay, I was wrong. Bauer's Law still stands. I guess it is a $60 price jump. Man, those 4 tiny tuck box expansions, it's just, ugh. Okay, whatever. Okay. The completionist is people want the content. Most will go deluxe. Yeah, it's just how people shop. I know, but I thought this one would buck the trend because I didn't feel like they sold themselves well. But people are excited about this game. I don't get it. I don't need to get it. But people are excited. Good for them. Custom plastic tray, marble dice, 4 pirate loot bags, deluxe boxes, ick. Digital black market. Those 4 are hot. That one's not. Contracts game mode. Bounty game mode, aka we had some extra room in the back of our rule booklet and we turned it into an expansion, which, by the way, great idea. Always recommend that. I see people, I work for a manufacturer, I see people all the time, they're like, oh, you got 3 extra pages in your rule booklet you could use. You want to do anything? And they're like, yeah, we don't want to do anything. Maybe we'll put artwork. And I'm like, John, stop it, you goddamn idiot. Really, that's not what I say, but it's what I feel, because it's like, no, artwork is not going to make your game better in any way, shape, or form in your rule booklet. Whereas if you actually make your rule booklet more functional, add more pictures, add more examples, add more glossary, add an FAQ, add any table of contents, it's going to make your game better. It's going to increase the likelihood of your game getting a second print run and running more smooth for people so they like the game better. Whereas artwork is just going to annoy people, especially if your rule booklet sucks. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm looking through a rule booklet and I see a big old piece of artwork and I say, wow, this rule booklet sucks, I wonder if they could have put more useful information instead of this stupid picture of a dragon in here. Maybe it's just me, but that's, ugh. And then look at these. Oh my god. Highway robbery on these. 1642? Get bent. That is just so ugly. Oh god. Because this is a tuck box, people. This is a tuck box. 50. This is you're charging me $21.89 for your tuck box. Get out. Disgusting. That's why I thought Bauer's Law was going to be broken here. Ugh. 1642 for this one. Oh my god. Anytime I have to pay more than $10 for your tuck box, I immediately have a bad impression on you. Good for you though for selling it well. Click here for the English rule booklet. Cool. Spanish rule booklet. That actually makes a lot of sense to me why those cards were a little bit so boring. They didn't want to go too buck wild on the cards, I imagine. Okay. 12 pages. Wow. Simple system. Really? 12 pages. Quick book. What is a quick book? I don't like the huh? No. You said that this was. Oh, you did say it was a quick book. What's a quick book? Is this the? So this is the quick setup thing. Is this what we put here instead of a rule booklet? No, thank you. Can I have a rule booklet? For that price, by the way, the Fractured Sky thing, they're shipping it with Veiled Fate Tribunal at no extra cost if you back that. Thought that was awesome. That actually is really awesome and really smart on their part, too. For that price, we get fancy boxes and holofoil stuff in playing card Kickstarter. Yeah, this rule booklet rubs me the wrong way, and honestly, it makes me really scared for the final rule booklet you're gonna get. We got one. Okay, not helpful. Unless you speak Spanish. Same here. So this might be one of the few times where the United States of America is not the most popular pledge level. Actually, looking at this, which it good for them wherever they're. I wish GameFound would let me know, and that's it. Oh my god, no gameplay video, no preview, no rule booklet, no tabletop simulator, $21 tuck box expansions. You disgust me, Long Dark Sea. I don't get it. This looks like a generic ass Dune ripoff with maybe I'm just in a bad mood because I had to take my wife to the hospital or something, but this is just not impressive to me in any way, shape, or form. I'm glad to see them doing better than Conan, because hopefully that's a wake-up call to Gale Force 9 for their mediocre GameFound I checked out yesterday, but I don't get it. I just don't get it with this one. Something here I'm missing. I can't wait to see it, because, yeah, this price is not good. It's so many cards, though, but, yeah, 19 to 30, and that's such a wide shipping area. I'm assuming it's 19 and 33? I don't even know. That's ugly. Okay. So final price I'm looking at is around 150. I'm out. I'm immediately out on that price. Like, nothing you showed me here is impressing me at all. Let's check out the comments. I'm curious. Seems to be a trend of late recampaign and pledge tier structure. The lack of English playthroughs reviews is a substantive omission. Yes, it is. Well, quite frankly, I'm surprised this is doing so well. Although English is only one language of many in the world, it is very likely the most common second language across most. Yeah, you don't have to sugarcoat this. If you don't have it, you're being dumb. Like you are. You're essentially saying, yeah, I don't want to have any piece of this market over here. Or I don't want to have a higher percentage chance of getting any piece of this market over here, which I know sounds like a pretentious, elitist thing to say, but the bottom line is Kickstarter lets you see these numbers. I see campaigns that do shit like this all the time, and I get to see the numbers, and this is one of the few times where United States is not number one, because, like, nothing here is convincing me. Whilst I understand the desire to limit SKUs, locking gameplay content behind a tier that includes non-gameplay materials, yes please, your stupid-ass lore book that nobody probably wants. I shouldn't say nobody, but most people don't want. And then selling your stupid tuck boxes a la carte at $16 to $21? Gag me with a spoon. I hate Long Dark Seas. I hate the name. I hate, like, this company just rubs me so wrong. I have very little interest in lore/art books these days. Yeah, once you get past collecting your first 5 or 10 Kickstarters and you realize they just sit there and collect dust, you're like, ugh. When you lump together anything that is not a gameplay essential thing with stuff that is, it's just, ugh. However, get all the actual gameplay after the a la carte the order and lose out any of the bundle incentives. Go with a base pledge that is lacking content, is therefore incomplete, or order items I don't actually want. I'll keep an eye on the campaign, but currently, what's on offer and how much has been communicated thus far are unfortunately lacking. Yeah, 100%, I agree. I see incentive for me personally why I should push this further as the goal, is that I don't see any real benefit of the deluxe version. Yeah. Plus one on this, in a play video from someone with experience showing the play experience, not just explaining the rules, is also a prerequisite for me. Yeah, all this stuff, which just surprises me that it's doing so well. The craziest thing about the campaign is the disconnect between the marketing and the actual campaign. Both videos on the page are in English, but they've got a surprised Pikachu face when people are shocked there's no English gameplay. I like that, a surprised Pikachu face. I might steal that one. Sorry if I'm being dumb here, but do you plan on having any English YouTube reviewers this? It's not you, Christian, it's them. +1. Hi, Christian, we're working on the share in a few days a playthrough video of the game in contact with some English closed to make even more videos. Thanks a lot for your patience. How do you not know this? Like, this is just so perplexing to me. This game seems really interesting, but there's one thing that's really bothering me. Flipping the board during the supply stage. Why? That seems like a real pain in the butt because you have to remove all the cards and such on the other side. Whatevs. You've got over 10,000 followers and you launch like this. Total car crash. It's the same few cars used in every image. Nothing is shown in any of the books. Rule booklet? No, not really. No playthrough videos in English. Nothing is anywhere near ready, is it? This smells bad at the moment and I'm hugely disappointed. I don't see how they got so much money, except for, I'm assuming they're from Chile, and I'm going to guess that Chile is doing it big like France or something, because this just looks like such a mediocre campaign, and I think saying mediocre is being really kind. Honestly, the campaign is half-baked. I could make a list of improvements. Price, really too high for the content. Rule booklet, just had a quick look at a super-duper draft. No index, no reference. Exploration and combat where deck building and resource management all explained in 20 pages. Yeah, all this, yeah, pretty much everything I've just said. Sorry, but I've learned over time that waiting quietly and patiently means you don't get a response, as the creator doesn't really think there is a problem. Bingo. If you're on Kickstarter and you're in GameFound and you're newer to this and you have a small problem, you generally are going to have to start a flaming bag of dog crap in their comment section, or sometimes in their updates, but a lot of times they'll just ignore their updates and get people to rally around it, unfortunately, because sometimes people will just ignore it, or they'll bury it, or with GameFound having the pin system, they'll pin stuff on top to hide it. I'm not saying that that is what Delugio Games did, but I'm saying it's a common tack that I've seen quite a lot. I like lore books. I'm an RPG guy too. That would make a lot more sense. Art books, their art better be freaking spectacular. I can only get behind lore books personally if they're like history. Like, I love when it's like a history themed game and I'm like, oh, there's a little book back here. It goes over all the historical, like how the history actually connects to the cards. 10,000 followers, less than 700 backers shows that something is off. I love the look of the game, Dune. But since no YouTube channel is covering it, I don't speak Spanish, gotta pass, or see if anything changes in 18 days. They made a statement they're going to post videos. Yeah, just duh. Just shoot yourself in the foot here. John Good Games would be another good one along with the previous. Anyone would be a good one, period. Okay, I do want to check out, are they from Chile? Is that why Chile's tagged here? No. So let's check out the most popular comment. I'm curious. Oh, yeah, they're just saying it sucks. So, yeah, so it's just them saying it sucks. Okay, yeah, I agree. Most recent, German language. Oh, yeah, I want to know what they did in the front end so well. Update for English. With this update, we aim to address the questions arising regarding the English version of the game, as well as express our gratitude for all the support so far. Man, Jesus, this is a whole text. All right, fine. First and foremost, we'd like to express Our immense gratitude for the blah blah blah. Despite our initial intention to offer an English version, we never anticipated the campaign would have such international significance and impact. We've taken note of all your feedback, with many pointing out that a common theme, the need for information in English. Yeah, it's surprising, huh? It's surprising. It's only surprising if you didn't do your fucking research. Oh, I said the bad word. I apologize. I typically did not. Like I said, I'm on edge today, and this campaign, I expected it to be good. I expected this to be a really good campaign. It launched the same day as Conan on GameFound, a no-name company, and I was like, oh my gosh, their main image is boring, generic, it sucks. I assume they crushed it. Hey, puppos, here's your dog bed. And they didn't. So I am left sitting here perplexed as to how this is doing so well. And I hate GameFound for not giving me the information to figure out what it is. What they did so well, because I don't see it at all. And in GameFound, you can easily sniff it out. A little odd that you don't reach out to English-speaking reviews. Yeah. Just, we're beating the dead horse here. Like, totally. And it should be. This horse should be pounded into the ground. It should be half horse, half ground. So, final grade for Deluzio Games' Long Dark Sea. Do I want it? Not really. It looks fine. Honestly, the thing that excites me most about this, more than anything, is just the fact that it has like 700 cards. Even though when I looked at your cards, I was underwhelmed and uninspired. Because the text on the cards looked just meh, minimal. Oh, like, oh, cool, this guy. I could put one delusion token to any location. Like, that's not exciting. Like, Nothing about this game grabbed me or excited me. And I will say, I do have a bias. I have never seen Dune, any of the Dunes. I know I'm an idiot. I should go see them. It's on my list to see. I love sci-fi. I love big, epic, scrawling sci-fi with people in the desert eating sand. I'm all about that sort of stuff. It's just I don't watch many movies. So I wasn't intrigued by that. I saw through that. Everything else about this looks half-cocked. I found out about the camp through a Facebook ad. I'm betting that was the main catalyst for the follower count. Ah, yeah, and then that free gift on day one. I bet you that was it. It really does move the needle. It really does. It's funded, though. They got their money. So 677 backers. Man. Final grade, though. Do I want it? Not really. Looks fine, but without a rule book, without a gameplay video, without a preview video even, and I don't even like preview videos, without a how to play video, without anything useful, with your half-assed rule booklet. You were so cowardly that you couldn't even post your full work in progress rule booklet. That's cowardly. It's cowardly, and it's counterproductive too. Because the bottom line is you might be like, oh, I'm scared because our rule booklet sucks. Yeah, your rule booklet probably does suck. It probably blows, and that's fine. That's what happens with early rule booklets. But if you post it here, then there's a good chance that, say, 2% of the 677 people backing this project will say, yeah, I'll take a look at this, and then maybe I'll even give, and then if 10% of that 2% gives you feedback, that's two people. That's two people giving you ideas and making your rule booklet better. But instead, you decided to do the cowardly thing and not even include your rule booklet. And I want to use that word specifically, cowardly, because that's what it is. If you have gameplay videos, if you have all this, then you have a more comprehensive rule booklet. And if you don't, then what are you doing anyway? But the fact that you didn't post it, it's just that's a 2/3 of a point grade bump down. There's so many red flags around this campaign. I will be blunt and honest with you. This is one of the few times where I will actually make a prediction about how I end up seeing this game playing out, because I don't do that. I typically just try and grade the Kickstarter project itself, but there's so many red flags around the gameplay and specifically the rule booklet of this one. I have a feeling that you're going to be incredibly disappointed if you back this. You're going to be frustrated with the rules, and I hope I'm wrong. I hope they get their head out of their rear end and they actually post an actual rule booklet instead of a quick book, even if it's rough, even if there's no pictures or components or setup. We don't need that. We just want to know how your game's played. And if we don't speak Spanish, well, guess what? We can't do that. And you should have known that. You should have known that. It's not hard to research Kickstarter and GameFound. It's free to do, in fact, and you chose not to do it. It's not hard to click on a Kickstarter critique. It's not hard to go to Jamie Stegmaier's blog. It's not hard to go listen to Richard Bliss's Funding the Dream podcast. It's not hard to do any of these things or find any of this information, and you chose not to do it. So it looks bad on you, as it should. D. Ricardo says, oh, man. So, yeah, I got to finally give it a grade, I guess. I just want to slap it around some more. Just because, God, there's so many better projects for games that are probably going to end up better that could use this $98,000. And I just... So, final grade. Do I want it? Not really. Can you do it? Don't really feel comfortable with it. How much is it? Doesn't feel great. So, yeah, we're at the C, D, F range. No gameplay video, no preview video, generic main image, bad price, just like, what? Oh my gosh, all this Kickstarter standard stuff that I should have known before I launched this project, asking for $64,000. Jesus Christ, they asked for $64,000, and yet they couldn't put in the time, effort, and research to do all these little things. They're just like, I bet if we throw a bunch of money in the front end on Facebook and YouTube advertising or whatever the hell they did. Yeah, D is generous. I'm D minus. I'm D minus in this thing. Like, there's nothing here. Like, before I give it a D minus, I'm just going to try and say what I liked that this campaign did. I liked the fact they were smart enough to know that Dune's hot. Like, all right, we theme it Doom. Dune people be interesting. I liked some of the text. Yeah. D minus. I didn't think Bauer's grade went to F. D minus to... Oh, no, I've F'd some stuff. Bro, I F a lot. I F all the time. I F more than teenagers do. Teenage boys who brag about Fs. That's why I F. I don't like to F. Yeah, I'm going to go D minus. This is ugly. But good for them. Good for them. Whatever magical crap they did on the front end to get themselves $98,000 on this piss poor excuse of a campaign. Good for them. And it makes me wonder if this were generic fantasy instead of just straight up trying to like get you to have Dune feels, how this would be doing. I would love to know that. They have to be trying to go that low. No, I mean, yeah, maybe. I don't know. D minus. Let me know in the comments below. It's your final grade, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye bye.